The last thing that we have in this chapter is degrees or magnitudes or coefficient of price elasticity of supply. Mark this title in your notebooks, everyone. Whether we call it degrees or magnitudes or coefficient of price elasticity of supply. We have already seen, guys, degrees, magnitudes, or coefficient of price elasticity of demand. The same way we have it for price elasticity of supply. These degrees or magnitudes or coefficient are nothing but they tell us intensity of price elasticity of supply, right? So degrees or magnitudes or coefficient of price elasticity of supply indicate intensity of ES, that is how intense quantity supplied of a commodity is towards change in its price. Or rather, I should say, how intensely quantity supplied of a commodity responds to change in its price. There are 5 degrees. One of them is perfectly inelastic supply. Here ES is equal to 0. Note down this much, everyone, and then we go ahead. So when quantity supplied of a commodity does not respond to change in its price at all, then supply is said to be perfectly inelastic. Do not write anything, guys. This is an example where price of a commodity X is rupees 10 and at this price its quantity supplied is 100. Price has changed to 15 but quantity supplied has not changed at all. Means quantity supplied has not responded to change in its price at all. When it is so, we call it perfectly inelastic supply. And when we calculate here price elasticity of supply, it would be equal to 0 because percentage change in quantity supplied is 0. Have you got me or not? I'm asking, have you understood this, guys?
Yes, sir.
So when quantity supplied of a commodity does not respond to change in its price at all, the supply is said to be perfectly inelastic. Means there is no elasticity. So here when I calculate ES, percentage change in quantity supplied is 0. and percentage change in price is 50. Since price has increased by rupees 5 on rupees 10, and that is why percentage change in price is 50. So 0 divided by 50 is 0. Have you got this or not?
Yes, sir.
It is found in case of antique items, right? We saw in the exception to law of supply antique items like sword of Tipu Sultan. The second degree is, or one of the 5 degrees is inelastic supply. Here ES is more than 1 but less than 0. Sorry, more than 0 but less than 1. So we present it like this. Guys, before you mark this, let me make a graph for this one. So you note down everything till here and let me know that you are done with it. Guys, please note down it like this. Next is guys inelastic supply. So when quantity supplied of a commodity responds to change in its price, but not as much as change in price, that is, proportionate change in quantities supplied is lesser than proportionate change in price, the supply is said to be inelastic or less than unitary elastic. Unitary means 1. So here ES is less than 1. That is why we also call it less than unitary elastic. Have you understood this, guys, or not? All? So, guys, here if you see percentage, here if you see percentage change in price is 50%, but percentage change in quantity supplied is only 20%. So 20 divided by 50 is 0.4, that is less than 1. In case of vegetables, fruits, and those items which are produced through agricultural activities, we found inelastic supply. Am I clear, guys, all? Then Mancha, Sushna, Manvi, and Sarthak.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Unitary elasticity. So here ES is equal to 1. So when proportionate change in quantity supplied is equal to proportionate change in quantity supplied of a commodity is equal to proportionate change in its price, the supply is unitary elastic. It is found in case of man-made consumer products which are durable in nature, like toilet soap, face cream, etc., supply of which can be adjusted immediately with change in their prices. These consumer products, that is moving consumer products, FMCG products, they do not take much time in production. When their prices go up, their production can be increased immediately and they can be supplied in the market. When their prices fall, they are taken away from the market and they are put in the warehouse because they are durable, so they can be kept in warehouse for long. I hope you have got this, guys. Yes or no?
Yes.
Good. Note down this, guys, all. Okay.
Sir.
The next degree is elastic supply. Here, ES is more than one. So when quantity is supplied responds much more than change in price, then elasticity is, or supply is elastic or more than unitary elastic. So when quantity is supplied of a commodity responds more than change in its price, that is proportionate change in quantity supplied is more than proportionate change in price, the supply is said to be elastic or more than unitary elastic. So percentage change in quantity supplied here is 80%, whereas percentage change in price is 50%. So it is 1.6. ES is 1.6. So elastic supply is found in case of consumer durables and in case of some agricultural goods which take time in production, like pulses. All right, the last one is perfectly elastic supply. Here ES is equal to infinity. So here guys, what happens is that without any change in price of a commodity, its quantity supplied changes largely, right? This happens in very exceptional cases or in abnormal cases like bumper production of any agricultural goods because of very good monsoon or because of dumping of consumer durables by developed countries into underdeveloped or developing countries like India. So if there is overproduction in any developed country of anything, maybe mobile phone or any other commodity like shoes, they dump it at a very at the existing price in that developing country market, even though there is no change in price, because they have to sell it. They had overproduction. The same happens in case of agricultural goods also, where sometimes there is bumper production. Bumper production means you did not expect that much of production. Have you understood this or not? I'm asking.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So when quantity supplied of a commodity changes largely without any change in its price, the supply is perfectly elastic. Here there is no change in price, yet quantity supplied has changed largely, right? So ES here is 700%, whereas, sorry, means percentage change in quantity supplied is 700%, whereas percentage change in price is 0. So here it is infinity. ES is infinity. Note down this, everyone. This is shoes, guys. Please. And with this, our supply chapter is also fully over. Right? I have not left anything in this. So, guys, in our next class, we'll start with chapter market equilibrium or price determination. This is also known as market mechanism. Right? So should I end the meeting? Mansha, Manvi, Sarthak, Sushna.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, guys.